Hi, what's up? Today we're going to remove engine from Mazda RX8. Unfortunately, there was a little accident with an engine. I'm going to talk about this when we are going to disassemble the engine. As we see, we removed filter box, some top of plastics, and disconnected air pump. First thing we're going to do is remove hood, and then I'm going to disassemble outside of the engine, disconnect our engine harness, and then I think in hour or two we're going to get out of this engine.
So, as I said, first of all I'm going to take out the hood. After this there will be more room, and also it will block the hook engine to its lift. Hood is held by 4 screws. We need to lose the top ones and completely take out the bottom ones. As it is from aluminium, I can lift it and put it away safely alone. Next is battery. When disconnecting, it is safer for electronics to disconnect positive terminal, but most of people do negative terminal first, as then you cannot easily short it. I'm not going to get into the details right now. In this shot you can see that I took out the strut, intake, the filter and covers before starting to record. Now I just take a base for filter box and battery, as it is held accordingly by 4 and 3 fasteners and make ton of room. Take out various grounding is also an option. As bolts was never on ECU cover, it just happens that I took it off. Now we must remove connectors from ECU by pushing tabs on the rear and just pulling them. There are 3 on ECU and 1 separate connection outside. Disconnect as shown here. Next thing will be air pump. You might not have one as they are thrown away when cat is deleted, but if it happens you have one, we need to disconnect it, take out the hose and clamp from vacuum valve and just unscrew 2 bolts and 1 nut holding it down. Next thing is a vacuum line for servo mechanism. Take out the clamp, with twisting and pulling it should get out right off, but it will be better to take it out from holder clip and just move it out of the way. Now it is time to take out upper intake manifold. Started that vacuum line from a moment ago, and we need to unscrew 5 bolts. 4-port engines have 3 from top and 2 nuts from side for oil fill-up neck if wasn't separated before. But before actually taking this manifold off, we can make some more room by loosening alternator. I started from taking out power cable by holding by 1 nut. Note, don't touch this if the battery is connected. Next I loosened nut from alternator assembly, took out the bolt, and by unscrewing nut all the way I just got out all mechanism. Now by just loosening the bottom long bolt from alternator, it is make it possible to move it, and also we can take out the belt. It is good time to disconnect fuel piping, complicated at first, maybe I will include in another video and give here a link for it. Disconnect rear solenoids for valve, it is pain to do and also to record, so this is how it looked like from this perspective. As engine coolant went out, I could safely take out throttle heating pipe, but for bottom one I had to take out the whole throttle body. 4 bolts and it's in your hands. Little wiggling and manifold is also in your hands. It is time to block intake and oil system. We will disassemble the whole engine, but sometimes it needed to be rotated and anything that might drop into the engine might damage it. Disconnecting second cable from alternator was pain on the bottom, but after taking off it was possible in this case. Usually it is easier. Now just some grounding on right side of vehicle and we can lift it. Taking out O2 sensing connector, and we will leave it for now, as I will go for connections for starter. One is easy, just unplug it, second one is held by nut, same as alternator. After this, just grounding connected to the engine, band one bolt, and this part of wiring is now free. But as we are below the vehicle, we can also take out oil fill line by unscrewing pass-through bolts. Be prepared with some pan because the oil will drain. Now we need to take out the bolts that are securing headers and cap, just 3 over there. Disconnecting reverse and neutral sensor and engine harness for this vehicle is now free. I somehow lost when I took off clutch slave cylinder, but you might wanna take it off the gearbox and put aside as you risk of breaking the lines. Now just 2 bolts holding the starter and another piece is out. Now it is the matter of taking out 5, or in my case 4 bolts from engine, 2 from bottom, 1 on upper left side and 2 on upper right side. As we lowered the vehicle, pulling harness just not to break them. Now we need to take out coolant lines, you might see most of them in here. And on the left side of the vehicle we have one more, easier to take out from this pipe than from the engine. Disconnecting second oil line in here, and here it's clear. And as we are moving closer to the finish, now we will attach the chain. After hanging the engine, it is time to get out the mounts. And the video cuts here, but I cannot remember of anything that we missed in here, so this will be video for you all. Thanks for watching. If you like it, consider giving it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. If you like stuff like this, consider subscribing. And yeah, have a nice day.